now, just for your information. Hi, Vinod.
Hi, sir.
So today I'm going to discuss about Azure regions and what are the different regions pairs, and then I also talk about availability zones, about Azure data centers. So these are the important things that I'm trying to discuss for today. So I already sharing my screen. So I'm just going to explain you by points point by points. And so first of all, my first topic is Azure region. Okay. So what are you aware of Azure region? Just
Oh, yeah, like Central India, say I'll tell you what is Azure regions, right? So we have if you're creating any virtual mesh, any this thing resources, you can create in other regions like availability zones.
mhm.
So example Central India or Origina in US or anywhere in the Middle East Asia, there are availability zones in for Azure. So we can create their the regions.
So what is the definition of Azure regions? What it does?
Oh, Azure regions, one second, sir. Azure regions, uh, like regions, like where we can deploy the this thing, host the servers or something. One second, sir. One second.
Mm-hmm. And you take your time.
The Azure regions are geographical areas, right?
Okay.
That contain data centers,
Okay.
which by liability zones or data centers within the region, sir.
Okay. So Azure region is the geographical area, right? Where
Yes, yes. Where
Microsoft, yeah,
these things users help design solutions to meet their requirements.
yeah, Microsoft established a cluster of data center.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
in Azure regions has many regions around the world, sir, including America, Europe, and Asia and Pacific.
mhm,
There are
mhm.
many available. Yes, sir.
Right. So basically, this thing is clear. A region contain multiple data center, right?
Yes, sir.
You are agree?
Yes, yes.
So
Region
there are
contain multiple data centers.
yeah. So there are multiple regions, and each region is independent, and contains multiple data centers, right?
Yes, sir.
So there are different regions. For example, as you said, US or Southeast Asia, Central India. So here the data center inside the each region is independent, right? So one region, multiple data center part of one region, right? And this is for redundancy and scalability. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
scalability and redundancy you are aware of, right? What is
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay. So the purpose, what is the purpose of Azure region?
For creating data centers, sir, more data centers.
No. Why there are multiple regions? Why Microsoft created only one or two regions? Why there are
Uh,
multiple regions?
Maybe crashing, sir. I mean, too
Yeah.
many of one place, it will be crash.
Yeah. It is the main reason is the performance and disaster recovery, DR.
Okay.
If something is happening in one place, like say in US, this fire is going on, right? In one place,
Uh,
California. You are aware of that news. And then
yeah, yeah.
in other place might be there is earthquake. So, so the purpose is that there are different regions and different data center as well. So generally we deploy a certain resource on two regions, right? So if
Hmm.
one regions gets some natural calamities, so in that case there might be your data is safe with another region, right? So
Yes,
the
sir.
main yeah. So the main Azure region allow you to choose where to deploy resources. If you deploy resources, you have when you doing the lab, sorry, You need to check that the resource region, right? You have selected certain region, right? You have selected certain region, then you deployed certain, you created certain VM, right? Okay, and then performance and disaster recovery needs. So this is the purpose. Azure doesn't allow you to choose where to deploy resources.
Mm.
Its performance, I can bold it, and disaster recovery needs. So this is the purpose for different regions that Azure created. So it will allow the compliance related also. Compliance is, I will highlight this compliance. So these are the purpose for which allow region, Azure region is created. Can you give the certain
Mm.
example of Azure regions?
America, Central Asia, Europe.
Yeah, East US, West US, West US, Central India, Europe. There are many data center in Europe. There are West Europe. So ideally, when you see the region list, when you in the next lab, if you try to see the different region, you able to know the Europe may be divided into certain region like West Europe, East Europe, South, North. That you can check. Okay. Similarly, for US, there may be various regions, 3 or 4 regions. East or West, I have used. Central India, I guess you have one more. In India, there are two regions, right? Central India and the other one is Central Asia, Central East India. Can you check? I guess there are multiple regions also in India also. There are couple of regions as well. So the Central India is one of the example. So this is your first part about Azure region. Any questions on this?
Oh no, sir.
Okay, very straightforward. And now the other thing is region pairs. So now I'm going to ask you, what is region pair? What do you understand by region pairs?
Uh, sir, region pairing two regions in the same area, sir.
Okay, okay. And for why it is pairing two region within the same geographical area? You are saying that you are saying that it's grouping of region, right? Group.
Yeah.
Okay. And two regions, for example, East US, West US, club into one region pairs. Okay. So why it is done? Why? What is the reason?
Maybe the higher bandwidth, sir.
No, this is again for DR, disaster recovery and the backup.
Okay.
Okay. So that pairing is done. So the main key features, like let me add some certain definition here. So Azure region are grouped together, are grouped into region pair. Any doubt on this? Any
No, sir.
comment? Okay.
No, no, no.
Which are two regions within the same geographic area to ensure disaster recovery. When I type DR, it's disaster recovery. Okay. And one acts as a backup. Okay. So I guess you are clear on this regions pair. Tell me any other doubt over there.
So region pair, uh, like why we have to do like only one region? You do disaster recovery.
Okay. So say for example, if you in India there are two regions, for example, South India and Central India, right?
Yeah.
And these two region pair is clubbed together, right, in one region. Okay.
Hmm.
So if in case if South India or Central India or maybe Central India face certain outage like flood or anything, so the South India work as a backup, as a maintain service continuity, business continuity, right?
Yeah, correct.
And say for example your database are in Central India, okay. If 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 the case is it is not paired, and if it is paired, region paired, you deploy certain database in one region pairs, so your database in Central India as well as South India, okay. It is for redundancy, right? You know
Yeah, yeah, correct.
redundancy. So it's create a replica of your database that automatically, right? If you deploy certain thing on one region pair, it deployed to two different region, right? It's paired region automatically to ensure business continuity. Okay. Okay. And what does mean by fault tolerance?
Fault tolerance, maybe like data crash, huh?
So it is
Fault
for, yeah. So basically the second purpose is physical separation for fault
component
tolerance.
fail, huh? Component fail,
Yes, yes.
or OS some crashing.
So basically fault tolerance is right. It's it's a features of a system that you design, how it reacts in the case of failure, right? How it
Yes,
reacts
correct.
in the case of failure, in the case of crash, how it's response. So that is the things is called fault tolerance. Okay.
Correct.
Any other doubt related to region pair? So the purpose of region pair is to enhance your reliability, resilience, fault tolerance, and disaster recovery, right?
Okay.
As I said, the example, if South India face certain issues, the Central India work as a backup. If Central India work certain natural calamities, the South India act as a backup. And as well as there are fault tolerance, right? If say for example East US and West US, so there are different enough, distance between East US or West US or Central Asia or South Asia. So the minimize the risk of a single event, right? So physical separation, if you
Yes.
separate your data region, that is called physical separation. One is that Kanyakumari to Kashmir, right? So there's lots of distance, but there are no region. For example, some region are in Chennai, some region are in other place like maybe in south, some other area of some certain regions are there, data center are there. So the physical separation needed for fault tolerance. Okay, and then there might be chances of updates. So if one particular regions need updates, so the other region pair will automatically update at the same time. So the maintenance activities will be easier. Some compliance related part. So that things you will need more details, but on a high level, region pair is very important. Okay, acting as a backup, one act as a backup for the other, right? For
Yeah,
the
yeah.
DR.
Sir, what
Okay,
is replication, sir?
okay, I will tell you. I will come to that. So what is the key features of region pair? Automatic
Submission.
replication.
Replication. Okay.
Yeah. Second is plan maintenance. I already explained about this concept, but I just want to type it, maintenance. And the third one is disaster recovery. Okay. So in automatic replication, like when you create Azure services, it's replicate your data across region pair. So replication, like if replica factor is 2, it will save your data in two places, right? When you work on certain backup, the architect will provide the replica factor. Replica
Oh.
is a terminology that is act as a the number of replica.
Like example, how, sir? Like replication. What is example?
Okay. Say for example, your you have the one data, right?
Okay.
Multiple copies of the data
Ah.
on different or multiple copies of the data on the different two machine, right? For
Hmm.
data availability, reliability. Okay. So So that's why it needed, your replication must be there. Okay. For example, like you've taken the backup of your data, right? You are
Hmm.
in the local or OneDrive, Google Drive. Okay. Your e-commerce website also replicate database, right? There are two database. Once you do a shopping on Flipkart or Amazon, so that also duplicate a database. So in case of failure, to ensure that high availability, if
Hmm.
there's a traffic to one database, it will able to fetch the data from the other database. So the
Okay. Like.
better replic, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So for your just taking a backup of your laptop data with the USB pen drive, okay, and then replication, as I said, replicate data across region. That is okay. That is called automatic replication, and then plan maintenance, like for schedules updates, any updates, it will go for another region pair. And then in case of major outage, right, some natural calamities, so in the case, the pair region ensures continuity of the business plan, right?
Yes, sir.
For example, I already explained you that central US is paired with east US. Okay, so these two region is part of one region pair. And also in India, South India is paired with central India, right? Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay. I will give one topic to you to read. You can read this. This is your homework. I just
Okay.
message you.
Tell me.
This is
Oh,
the
message.
yeah, I'm just chatting, yeah, pinging you. Just a moment. I'm not going to end this class, but yeah, for the now, just I'm giving you the homework. You can also read this topic. So we learn regions, okay? What it does, and the next class you need to explain me, okay? So that you will, now you are clear of region pairs and the region. Now you can able to understand this
Yeah.
concept which I ping you. Now come to availability zone, okay? You need to explain as part of your homework,
Sir,
okay?
okay. Okay. Understand, sir.
Now come to availability zone,
Hmm.
okay? So what does mean by availability zone?
Mm, like, I mean, hosting the servers in the zone availability, sir. Like which and all zones we are available. Like example, like East US, West US, Central India, and all. We can host the servers in that availability zones.
Yeah, so basically you are correct. So we discuss about region, right? We
Yeah.
discuss about region pair, and we discuss about data center. So
Yes.
availability zone is related to the region or data center?
Data centers.
No. Availability zone is related to the region, right?
No, but
Because
availability zones have infrastructure and all, no network infrastructure.
yeah, so the first is your region, and every regions contain certain data center, right?
Hmm.
So when we say availability zone, there may be zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3, right?
Hmm.
So for example, when we talk about single region, either
Hmm.
East US or Central US, so that region contain that a specific region contain multiple availability zone. Are you getting me?
See, now if it contain one region, it will get in multiple availability zones, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
each
Yeah.
region has different availability zone. Zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. Any doubt? Still you have doubt?
No, sir.
No, you are not confident at this time, I guess.
No, no, no. You just asked me what is availability zones, okay? So
Okay.
availability zone is like it's a region where we have number of regional zones, Azure region zones, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So basically, the structure of availability zone, each region contain at least three zones, right?
Okay.
Where zones are available. For example, as I said, East US have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3.
Hmm.
Okay. So it will provide various benefit, right? Disaster recovery. So when we say the different region pair, the different data center, the different availability zone, the main purpose is disaster recovery,
Hmm.
resilience, data availability. There are lots of example, right? You're replicating data in zone 2 and zone 3. Okay.
Correct.
If zone 1 fails, you can able to get the data from the different zone, zone 2, zone 3.
Correct, sir.
So basically, availability zone represent separate physical data center within Azure region, right?
Yeah.
Or in case of power failure, your application can continue functioning from the source in zone 2. Okay. Maybe in zone 1 you have application server, zone 2 you deploy database server, in zone 3 you deploy caching and load balancer.
Yes, sir.
I will show you in the next lab this part.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, in availability zone, it is not anything you can check like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 during your deployment, resource deployment. You
Yeah.
choose a specific zone for resource that support zonal deployment. Okay,
Yes,
during
yes.
this resource deployment, what you do, you will go to Azure portal, you create a new resource, you choose a region, right? And select a
Okay.
region that support availability zone. So whenever you choose a region, it will also show how many availability zone available, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
In the there's an option of availability options. Then you can check zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3 for these
Mm.
resources. So this thing I will show you in the lab as well. Okay. So now you need to tell me what is the definition of availability zone.
See, availability zone is a region, uh,
Is a
like we
physically separation,
physically separation,
separate
separate
location.
region location.
Yeah,
Uh, One
within
second.
Azure region.
Within Azure region, and availability zones are highly available data centers, sir.
Yes, yes, and uh, and every zone consists of independent each
Power
zone.
cooling,
Yes,
independent power cooling and networking.
yes, yes. Now you are getting right. Independent power, cooling, and networking to protect your resources.
Yes.
So this is the definition. Now, what is the purpose? High
High
availability,
availability,
fault tolerance.
disaster recovery.
Yes. So this, what about the things that we discussed so far? High availability, resilient, fault tolerance. So these are the purpose, and then key features. What is the key features of availability zone?
Redundancy
Yes. In case of failure.
and disaster recovery, all right? Disaster recovery, case in failure.
Yes. And what is
Mhm.
the use case? For
Use
example,
cases.
if you deploy a virtual machine
Ah,
of database, right,
ah,
across zone
hmm.
to ensure the data, even if one goes down, you have the data
Other
backup,
will
right?
work. Other will good. Other will replication.
Yes, yes. Others will backup work as a backup. Okay. So
Okay.
now this is your about availability zone. You can read more from the blogs or
Hmm.
PDF whatever you have. So on a high level, this is about availability zone. And I'm telling you, the questions from Azure regions, region pair, availability zone, there are couple of questions from this topic. Okay.
Okay.
Now the last topic for today is, then I will close this session, Azure Data Center.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me what is data center.
Data center is infrastructure, sir. Like where all the servers, networking routers, switches are available. Uh, that is all data centers.
Okay. Okay. Any other thought?
Any other?
Any other thought? Any other
Like
comment? What
one
is
second.
Azure Data Center?
Number
What
of
is
servers like cables,
okay? Okay.
which is located in one location, sir.
Okay.
It's called data center. Physical buildings, sir. Exactly like building, house building.
Okay.
Where you have power, cooling, everything
Okay.
setups in one like home. There'll be one bedroom, kitchen.
Okay.
Same way we have in an office. One data center will be there. So where
Okay.
data center has networking, these things, server, power cooling, everything. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you tell almost right. So Azure Data Center is basically a scalable pay-as-you-go pricing worldwide percent different data center. You know, and when we have the on-premise data center, it is very limited by hardware capacity. So you are not able to scale up. The
mm,
cost is very high
mm,
if you have the on-premise data center. So Azure Data Center is very scalable. It is handled by Microsoft. It is widely presence and it is a physical facility providing the server and network equipment for the Azure services, right? That
correct.
is the one line definition. It is a physical facility housing the server, which hold the servers and networking. Have you visited any data center?
In office, I'm the one person who go to data center.
Okay,
There'll be
so
racks.
tried.
There'll be racks
Yeah.
and all the cables.
Yes.
I mean, in my office we have firewalls like Fortinet firewall, EMC server like Dell server, then
Yes.
NAS for sharing the data, NAS server,
Yeah.
and cameras, switches,
Yes.
everything is
Have you have you realized the cooling inside data center?
yeah, yeah, very cold it is. It's about 24 degrees Celsius.
It's a very cold and it is not recommended to go for very long period of time. Okay. So there are
Correct,
lots of
correct,
cooling and then lots of precautions. Nobody will go unless and until someone is authorized for that data center, right?
correct, sir.
So, so the key characteristics, what are the characteristics of data center?
Infrastructure,
Yes.
network infrastructure, or like servers,
Hmm. Okay.
cooling,
Okay. Fine.
mm, power cooling, and all.
Okay. Infrastructure, security, scalability, right? So these are the
Mm.
key characteristics like performance, storage, network, power,
Mm.
you know, can easily scale up. So basically data center provides all the things, right? As you mentioned, RAC rack are there, rack, different rack, and then cable, power cooling. So this is a particular data center. I also visited Cisco data center in Bangalore inside
Okay.
Cessna Business Park with one of my friends.
Mm.
So there's very much cool inside that, and it's very energy efficient and environment friendly.
But
Mm,
any wire is mistakenly by you're touching your hand or something, it's removed.
correct,
Every like we have to
correct,
track where it has gone only.
correct, correct, correct,
Once what happened like one of like while moving in data center, I mistakenly I touched some wire. It removed.
correct,
Then the internet only stopped working in my office.
correct, correct.
Then tracking that this thing only it became very
Okay,
lot of uh,
correct, correct.
hmm.
So here I message certain things to
So
you.
so I have one doubt, sir. I have one doubt. So now these things happen right now. If I touch, I told you right. If you physically touch some wire or something, it get disconnected. So how does Azure makes this possible? Like without like this thing, cloud.
Sorry.
See, I have
Uh,
one doubt. Okay,
okay.
I touched the physically wire. Okay, by mistakenly, it has removed. The wire has removed. Network is not working in my office. So how
Mhm.
does Azure make this thing like
No, Azure will able to identify which
okay?
particular data center from where it is.
Which region is
Y-
faulty? Like which
yes,
region it has not
yes,
ping? Okay, fine. Okay, okay.
yes, yes, and some notification will come to that. So very smart, right? And I have pinged you certain details. I'm just going to end this session, and I just pinged you certain details over the chat.
Okay.
Like you can go through offline Azure regions, region pair, availability zone, and then the
Okay.
fourth one that is your framework, and the last one which is the data center. And so that's it for today. Let me stop my share, and then I will take a few questions for you. So let me stop the recording, stop the share. Okay, thank you for joining. We'll discuss in the next class.